What's going on, guys? It's Caden back at it again with another unboxing video for you guys. And in today's review video, we're going to be taking a look at the new, well, pretty new Knuckles and Blaze action figures from the most recent wave of Jakks' line of the 4-inch Sonic figures. So I'm really happy to have gotten my hands on both of these figures. Knuckles is pretty common. Of course, he's not as rare as Blaze over here, which is pretty much the holy grail in this wave. So she's pretty rare right now, hard to find. She already is going for like almost triple the price on eBay and stuff like that. Which makes sense because that's what usually happens with characters like this. So I'm not surprised. And I consider myself pretty lucky to have actually found her at Walmart for that reason. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first one that we're going to be taking a look at is Knuckles over here. So we'll go ahead and take a look at Blaze later. Alright, so let's have a closer look at Knuckles. So this is the new Knuckles with the new head sculpt right there. As you can see, I don't have the older Knuckles figure to compare him with, but I'll put an image right here. So that's what the old one looks like compared to this new one. As you can see him there inside the box, he does have a new facial expression, and he's showing his teeth right there. Looks a lot more happy. Kind of reminds me of like the 2000s era, like the way he looks like in Adventure and stuff like that. Yeah, looks like what you would see on like an older type figure, or like on the super old school stuff back then. But here he is in the modern style packaging. As you can see, got the Sonic the Hedgehog logo right there. It has Knuckles on it, his name with the Jakks specific logo on the bottom right corner of the box. Yep, accessory included. And he does just come with another one of those darn springs, which doesn't really make any sense. This is a classic accessory to begin with, so I don't even know why they keep re-releasing these things, especially with modern figures. They could have given him like another Chaos Emerald or something like that. Would have been nice, especially because I don't really have a lot of those, and I know people would probably rather have that instead of this. But that's just a minor complaint, I guess. Not a huge deal, maybe for some other people. But anyways, back to the box. You got the ring around there with Sonic on the top. So pretty nice. As for the back of the box, you can see Knuckles right there. Got his name on top yet again with the Sonic the Hedgehog logo. 11 points of articulation. And that's kind of funny, they used the old Knuckles figure right there as an example. It's probably a mistake or something, unless they were just too lazy to change it. But you can see the new one right there and then the old one on the bottom. So you could kind of see him. It's cut off though. But and then on the side you can see the rest of the other figures you can collect in this set. You got Sonic, which is actually not just a re-release, but he is also a new figure. He also has a new head sculpt just like Knuckles. So Sonic, Knuckles, and Blaze are really the only new figures in the set. Blaze is like the only new character really. These are not really new characters, just new figures with new sculpts. And then Shadow is just a complete re-release. So but enough said. Let's go ahead and take them out of the packaging and have a closer look. His tail's stuck in there. I was trying to so hard. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he's got straps in there. Alright, well, they strapped his legs in there. And I'm stuttering. Sorry about that. I came unprepared. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go get my scissors. Alright, I'm back, and I got my handy dandy scissors right here. Looks like we're gonna need them. I haven't opened a Jakks Sonic figure in a long time. I completely forgot. Do they usually do this? But I don't know. I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, be really careful. Don't wanna scratch a figure or anything. Get in there. Alright. Now we could take him out. I thought his tail was like stuck in there or something. Had to yank him out, but no, he was strapped with plastic string. Okay. So here we have Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle. Even though he looks pretty happy for some reason. Anyways, here is the accessory he comes with. Yep, nothing special. Just another re-release of these springs. Could have been red, but yeah, I got another yellow spring for you there. You can push it down, and it, springs back up. Makes a little noise when you do it. Fun. But anyways, we don't want to look at that. We want to look at the figure. So here he is. Yep, looks pretty cool. So yeah, so is he a lot better than the old Knuckles action figure? I'd say yes. So yeah, I mean, he looks great. Very accurate to his in-game character. The colors are nice and bright. Really like the shade of red they chose. Going onto the back of him, you can see the quills. Also very nice. They go all the way down, and his tail is that classic kind of zigzag shape Knuckles has always had. And it's pointing down, like it's like straight up, but then it points back down. Yeah, really accurate. His shoes look great. The paint job on this figure is not bad at all, I'll say. Yeah, I don't really notice any splotches or anything. At least not, too big. But yeah, it looks really clean. The shoes, yet again, are also really accurate. Got the yellow stripes going down and the little thingies on top. The gray thingies, I forgot what those are called. Yeah, got his green socks. Looks a little bit shiny on camera, actually. And yeah, and he's in 2 fists. So yeah, so he doesn't have any open hands, so you can't make him hold any accessories, but that's okay. I mean, I think he looks cool. And yeah, you got his crescent moon shape right there on his belly. A little bit thinner than I'd like it to be, but it's still, nice that they added that, I guess. I mean, of course, you can't have Knuckles without his classic crescent moon shape. And yeah, the eyes are like a darker purple than the old figure. And the most notable difference is the facial expression. On the old figure, he just had his mouth open. And on this one, it's the same thing, except you can actually see his teeth. And it is sculpted in there. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, and his nose is all black. Thankfully, mine's not showing like any paint through it. They painted it all the way. And yeah, and his quills are also just a little bit different, I think, as well. Not too different, but just a little bit different. But yeah, the snout is also the right shape. As for articulation, you have, well, his head can move all the way around 360, but I won't be able to show that to you because as you could see, his arms are going through his dreads. And since his dreads are in the way, it's going to be really difficult to, get this guy into poses without popping it off and putting it back on. So if you're trying to like get this guy into poses or mess around with him, like for stop motion and stuff like that, you're gonna end up having to take his head off and then put it back on for like every single shot. Cause yeah, you're not gonna be able to move his arms as much since the dreads are in the way. So yeah, but he can do that. As for the arms, like I was saying, they do have hinges right there, so you can move them up and down. I can't as much because yeah, his head is in the way. But as you can see, his head is attached to a ball peg. I would try taking his head off, but I really don't want to do that. But yeah, Let's see, his arms are also, attached to ball pegs. You get a swivel out of that. Both fists. Going down to his legs, you got a hinge right there. So Knuckles could kick forward. Let's see. Right about there. And then it's kicking back. And kick back. Huh? Pretty good amount. Right about there. And he does have single jointed knees. So that sounded like a crack. I thought I broke it. I got so scared. But yeah, can bend them like that. Yep, on both legs. And then for the feet, also have a ball joint there. Holds it on so you can swivel it all the way around. And he does have holes on the bottom of the shoes, and they even detailed the soles of his shoes. Look at that. Got a texture right there. So yeah, they went out of their way to do that. I appreciate that, Jakks. And speaking of that, I do appreciate them trying to do something different with their re-releases. I'm glad they didn't just give us the same old Sonic and Knuckles figure that they've been giving us for like the past, couple of waves. I mean, they don't always re-release Knuckles. It's either, okay, well, they re-release Sonic in basically every single wave. They've re-released him like a billion times now. But I mean, of course, Sonic's the main character. There's always going to be someone out there that needs a Sonic for their collection. So yeah. And then it's either Shadow or Knuckles that they just add in there as well. So you really only get either one new character in a wave or two. And in this wave, well, we got two re-releases, but they actually have different head sculpts, so I guess it doesn't count. And then the new character being Blaze. So yeah. So I'm actually kind of surprised that a lot of people really do like this new Knuckles figure over the old one. I'd say if you already have a Knuckles figure, there's really no point in getting this one unless you don't have one. Like me, in my case, I never got my hands on the previous Knuckles figure for some reason. I've come across them a few times. I was just never able to get them or what. I really don't know why. But that's why I'm glad that I have this one now for my collection. Finally have a Knuckles. And speaking of Knuckles, we're going to go ahead and compare him to the 2.5 inch version of him. So here he is right there. Basically the OG figure, but just smaller. So yeah. So there they are next to each other. Really small compared to the the bigger one, and then we have movie Knuckles as well. So just move them. So that's how well he scales those. Now the movie figures are the same as the 4-inch figures. They're both 4 inches tall. And for the heck of it, we'll just move these guys out of the way. We'll even compare him to Sonic to see how well he scales with a regular figure. So, yep. Scales pretty well. Knuckles' head seems so big for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just the way I have him with his arms kind of flailing out like that. But yeah, pretty funny. Anyways, that's enough of that. So, on to the next one. Alrighty, so the next and last figure that we're going to be getting a closer look at is Blaze the Cat. So here she is in the modern styled packaging yet again. Got the Sonic the Hedgehog logo, modern right there, with her name on the bottom, Blaze, the Jakks specific logo in the bottom right corner. So yeah, Sonic, once again, doing a little fist at you. Yeah, and you can see her accessory is the red soul stone, so that is pretty nice. So going to the back of the box, it is basically just the same thing. She gets 12 points of articulation this time, I'm guessing because the tail can move. So we'll see that in a little bit. And yeah, you can see the rest of the figures in this wave. Yep, just like Knuckles, you can see Knuckles right there, and Blaze, which is the one that we're going to be reviewing right now. And yeah, so pretty much the same thing. So let's go ahead and free her from her chamber. Yup, knew it. Alright, I checked this time. Yup, they also strapped this one in as well. But of course, you gotta make sure that nobody's gonna steal them. I don't even know who would even be crazy enough to do something like that. I mean, you'd probably be stupid. I mean, there's no way you're gonna be able to get these guys out. I mean, Jakks made sure that they were protected and secure inside of the box. I mean, either way, you'd look like a maniac trying to do that. Because we would still have to open the box and everything. So it'd be pretty obvious. My goodness. There we go. She fell on the floor. Alright, so there she is. Wow. Really nice looking figure. A lot of people are happy about this one, and I can see why. Finally we have Blaze in action figure form yet again. This time Jakks. This is basically her second figure. She only has 2 figures out there in existence. This one and the Jazzwares one. Put an image right there. That was the first ever Blaze figure we got. Yeah, and I have this one from Jakks. And it looks just as great, if not even better. So let's put her down. See if she could stand. Got the high heels. Okay, I thought she was gonna fall. Oh yeah, she could stand. Pretty greatly. So, okay, so she fell over like 2 seconds ago. But I cut that part out. So anyways, yeah. Here she is. Let's go ahead and take a look at her accessory first. Just make sure it stands up correctly. Yeah, so here is the red soul stone. It is translucent. This is super translucent actually, more clear than the Chaos Emeralds. And it is just like a hard plastic. So yeah, I mean, you know, pretty nice, pretty neat. And as for the figure itself, here she is. Yeah, I'm loving the sculpt and everything. Looks really accurate to her character. Yeah. Now the promotional art or the stock images did not do justice for this figure. It looks way better in person. And now she does kind of have like that dead expression, but it's basically the same thing as a Jazzwares. The colors are more accurate on this one. Now, of course, when it comes to the articulation for these figures, it's going to be the same. Unfortunately, something I forgot to mention about Knuckles and in all Jakks' figures is that none of them have elbow joints, which kind of sucks. I really hope they add that eventually. Now, the Sonic Prime figures and the movie figures do have that, but as for the 4-inch figures, they don't. So yeah, you're not going to be getting that, unfortunately, but that's okay. Still a really nice figure nonetheless. And yeah, you see the eyelashes did look a little bit short. Well, when you're looking at it from this angle, they do look a little bit short, but then when you look at it from the side, yeah, they're not that short. They're actually pretty long. So yeah, it looks nice. The paint job, yet again, is also really nice as well. I got really great looking figures. The quality control here is on point. Luckily, yeah, good for me. Yeah, I got the nice long ears there. You got the little red thing on the top of her forehead. Yeah, she's got her yellow eyes. Ponytail looks nice. Got the red headband around it, or I don't know what to call that. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with Blaze, guys. I actually did have a Sonic Rush. I had it on my very first DS back then when I was a kid. I used to play Sonic Rush, but of course I always played as Sonic. Never played as Blaze. But yeah, I think that's where Blaze originates from. Don't quote me on that. I might be super wrong about that. But yeah, I've never been too familiar with characters like this. Of course, I mean, I know all the Sonic characters, but Blaze I'm not that familiar with, so I don't know where she originates from, but I'm pretty sure it's Sonic Rush. I had the game too, so yeah. Anyways, there's her tail. Looks really nice. Got her pink shoes right there for her heels there. And yeah, she's got the fluffy parts on under her gloves, where sleeves are. on the top of her shoes. And yeah, she's got her dress too, which is a nice purple. Yep. Basically everything they did wrong about the Jazzwares is fixed here, except less articulation, but you know, that's just how the Jakks figures are. As for articulation, yeah, this time we'll be able to actually move it around. So you get a hinge right there. You can move the arms up and down like that. You could swivel the hands, attached to a ball peg right there. So yeah, both arms. She has one closed fist and one open hand, so she can actually hold accessories, unlike Knuckles. And let's see here, you get another peg. Let's see, I'm not sure you'll be able to. Yeah, all right. So you can actually move the leg. The dress gets in the way a little bit, but doesn't stop you from, you know, moving it. So yeah, she could kick forward right about there, and kicking back. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to kick it back as much because the tail's in the way and the dress. And wow, I actually thought the tail was gonna be articulated. Oh yeah, it is articulated. Yeah, look. So you can swivel the tail. You can move it side to side a little bit, and you can move it up and down. So yeah, so that is probably like the extra bit of articulation right there. That's why she has 12 points of articulation. And you do get single jointed knees again. Yep. So there you go. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, of course, all these figures. Get 360 head movement right there. But yeah, and then she does have well, the labels there on the bottom sculpted into the shoes, and then with the holes yet again, so you can, like, I think, put it on stand or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I could say about this figure. Another great figure. Yeah, man, she fell. Almost forgot to scale her. So this is how well she scales next to, we'll just use Sonic here as another example. But yeah, scales nicely. So overall, I'd rate both of these a 10 out of 10. Great figures, you know, good quality and everything. Jakks always killing it with the Sonic figures. Super glad that I have these. I didn't get to get the Sonic one, but that is also another nice figure. I really like the new change that they did to him. I think the angry facial expression is pretty funny. But yeah, as for Shadow though, don't get Shadow. He is the same figure. There's no changes to him at all. Just another re-release, so please save your money. Yeah, just don't pick up Shadow. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Anyways, that's gonna be about it for this video. Go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't want to miss out on future uploads, you could always go ahead and click that notification bell so you won't miss out on future videos. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.